Hello everybody, this is Maniac4Bricks. I'm here today with the LEGO Digital Designer program, and these are, as best as I can recreate, 6 of the LEGO Dimensions models that are coming up in future waves in 2016. Just to give an overall, thoughts about, the trailer that was released earlier today, I love it. I love all the different themes that are coming up. I love how the characters look. I love the models that are used. Pretty much for the most part, they're all fantastic. There are only a few of them that I'm really not sure about. That's just because I haven't seen the Goonies, or I haven't really seen the A-Team either, but I still thought they looked great. I'm not really sure about Fantastic Beasts, but I kind of like that, it's a way of getting Harry Potter back onto the scene. Because Harry Potter is actually pretty expansive back in the day. It was a lot of fun. There were a lot of different sets and a lot of different figures for that theme. I still have a bunch of them. I just don't have the sets assembled. But they look great. I had the original 2001 Hogwarts Express, and it's just all in pieces now. I've been seeing one of the live streams recently for Holland and Ballin'. Brick Revolution had it assembled and running on a track. Made me remember how much fun it was rolling that around. The Hagrid's hut back then, that was probably one of the worst sets I've ever built. That would be a fun top 10 list. But anyways, as far as these go, I really love the designs of all the vehicles. I did as best as I could with these for recreating them in LEGO Digital Designer to have these instructions available for you. Go at your own pace. I know I'm going a little fast, but I'm just trying to sum it up for the video so I don't take forever. And there are some pieces here and there that are either the wrong color or the wrong type. In the first model, a lot of the white pieces are supposed to be in black, and the piece behind the dish on the front of the train is actually supposed to be a 2x2 round tile. The jumper tile, that is. But these pieces are not available in certain colors or certain types in Digital Designer, so I did as best as I could. Like, that's supposed to be yellow. I think the whole thing's supposed to be yellowish, orange, something like that. This is supposed to be black. I know that area is supposed to be, just by the way. I'm doing as best as I can with the pictures that are shown, of the packs, like the official photos. So, you can let me know in the comments below if you think I did okay, or if you've done any better recreation on your own. I'd love to see it. And it's just a fun thing I thought I'd do. I was on a car ride coming home from the shore. I was just up there for the day to see my brother. And on the car ride, I thought this would be fun to do. So I took the pictures that were spreading around online. And one by one, I had the laptop and I had my phone with all the pictures, just kind of scrolling one by one through them and build a model one at a time. And this is, what I came up with. Honestly, if I was going to get, I'd love to get all of these, but if there are any that I was going to exclude, it'd probably just be ones I'm not aware or not really familiar with, like the A-Team or the Goonies, or maybe some of the Adventure Time. I'm not really sure about the Adventure Time, because one of the later models that I recreated in here, I'm not really familiar with it from the show. It's been a while since I've watched the show, but I do still love it. I just haven't watched it in a while because of other things, and I'll binge watch to get them all back, catch up with the seasons. I do love how the truck looks for the A-Team, though. That was fun to build. This was a very tricky thing to build, but I think I got it roughly right. I couldn't really figure out the back, obviously, but from what I saw, this seemed to make sense to me, just from how LEGO might build it on their instructions. There was... what was I going to say? Oh yeah, there was a model after this that we'll get to. It's called the Ancient Elephant Machine or something like that. Ancient War Elephant, I think. I'm not familiar with it from when I watched Adventure Time. The last episode I remember watching was I think it was a Lich King. So that gives you any perspective of how long ago I've watched the show. There you have it. And this was also a bit of a tricky model to build, because I understood how the trunk was supposed to work, and I understood how the legs worked, but I just wasn't sure if there was a gap between here. If it was like 1 or 2 studs apart for these legs to stand. And that kind of... I wasn't really sure, just again, based on the angle of the model, if that would make sense. But again, if you've created something any better, I'd be happy to see it. I mean, I won't be jealous. I just think it would be a cool thing to share. Same way I decided to share these. I know these are supposed to be different pieces, but they weren't available, or at least I couldn't find them in Digital Designer. That's the one thing I find a problem with the program, is that I can never really figure out where the pieces are. You know, the way they're categorized, it's a little odd, and I find it confusing for trying to find them. So there we have all the models together. I hope it wasn't too fast of a video. Again, you can always pause it at any time, or you have, if you go on the desktop version of YouTube, you can have that setting to slow down the video, like by half or by a quarter. The quarter sometimes works. So if you wanted a little more time to see the animation of where the pieces fit, that'll help. But yeah, overall, I'm really excited for all these packs and more. Obviously, I didn't create all of them, but I was happy to build these. And we'll see you next time with more LEGO videos. I gotta go build some LEGO sets. And I know I haven't really reviewed LEGO Dimensions that much on the channel. I did some of the packs, but not all of them, even though I own all of them. I wasn't sure if I was gonna do like a here's everything together kind of thing as far as reviewing them, or even reviewing the game. But I'd be interested in doing that if you guys wanted to see my thoughts on the entire video game, because I think there are good things as well as some bad things with the game, things I would have liked to see improved based on up to this point, you know, in the first release of the game. I also find it interesting about how in the newer version they're having a story mode, or a story, story pack, where you get kind of like a level pack, but you also get a separate thing with it. You get like an entire portal display, like the one they showed is the